Hi YouTube, I know that there was no TTC update last week. To be honest, I completely forgot. But it kind of turned out a good thing, I think, because today I have more to talk about. So let's get started. Last week I talked about the fact that I thought that I would either be getting my period or not getting my period and not be pregnant, or possibly be pregnant. I can say that I got my period, and I got it on the day before I expected it, which is kind of unexpected. But the good thing about it is that meant that I actually did ovulate, because I don't get my period on my own. So if I hadn't ovulated, I would not have gotten my period. So that's good. The other part that I thought was good about it, even though of course you want to be pregnant, you don't want to get your period, but if you're going to get it, I was happy that I got it so fast, because that meant that I would be able to have time for another cycle before the clinic closes for Christmas. So that was good too. And the reason I say that is because it's not a given for me that I get my period on time after my ovulation. As I talked about in last week's video, I have actually experienced getting my ovulation, or getting an ovulation and not getting my period even though I wasn't pregnant, and that was kind of stressful too. So that was kind of a good thing, even though it wasn't really a good thing. Yeah, I'm being super confusing. I'm kind of tired. I've had a long day, and yeah, I'm sitting in front of my beautiful Christmas tree, and I actually even have Christmas earrings, if you can see them. Ho ho ho. Not sure why I thought that I should show you that now, but yeah, kind of fun. Anyway, after I got my period, I called my clinic and they said come in so that we can check that everything is fine, so that we can start a new cycle. And I went in, and here's the ultrasound from that appointment.
And first off, the doctor checked the endometrium, and it seems like it's fine, I guess. And then he went to my right ovary, which is never very active, and there wasn't any activity there really, as usual, just small follicles. And then he went over to the left ovary, and bam, a big cyst, which means that it's a no-go for another treatment for this year. So yeah, not good.
So yeah, that was definitely not what I went in hoping for, or even thinking could have happened. And I don't even know why, because I get cysts all of the time, and I didn't even consider that I could have gotten one. So that's kind of strange that I just wasn't prepared at all. But I wasn't, so I got super sad and bummed, and I just was down in the dumps for several days, and I was just like, I kind of felt like I am barely getting any tries at all with this method that we're using right now, because I've had 3 ovulations this year, and it's December now, and I've had 2 ovulations last year. So that's like, compared to a normal woman, I guess, or a normal woman who has normal fertility, they would get like 10, 11, 12 ovulations a year, and I get 2 or 3. So we actually, or I started, that's my cat, I started thinking about IVF again, because we did do IVF, and that's how we got our son Tyrion. The context is that here in Sweden you get to do IVF treatments for free if you don't have kids. So that's how we got Tyrion. It was pretty much for free. And then when you do have kids, you have to pay, and it's very expensive. And since almost all healthcare in Sweden is free, it's not like we have saved up money for that kind of thing. We don't save money for if we get hurt or if we need a surgery or anything like that, because we get it for free. But IVF, no, because that's not considered, you know, it's definitely not life-threatening, and it's not necessary, I guess. So that's the way it is, and we've just been resigned to the fact that we can't afford it since I am in schools. But then I did start thinking about it again and just hoping, and we found that there is a way to get it cheaper if you get your job to pay the taxes, because for them, I don't actually know the details, but for them it doesn't cost them anything, but for us it would be cheaper. But we went into those things, just looked it up, and it would still not be cheap enough for us to be able to do it. So I'm kind of sad about that, and at the same time, this is what I've been thinking for a few years now. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to afford it for a long time. So it's just, I got a new hope for a few days, and then no, it's not gonna work. So it's fine. I'm actually going in for an ultrasound next week. And if the cyst is gone, then I won't be able to start a new cycle now, because as I said, they close over Christmas. But I will be able to take pills that start my period, so that my period starts around the same time that the clinic opens again. Not closes, opens. On the 7th of January, I believe. And that would be very nice, because then we could start with the hormones right away as they open. But most likely the cyst will still be there, and if it is, then I'll be going back again in January to see if it's gone then, and then we will go from there. So that's where we are at right now, and I can say already that most likely there will not be a TTC update next week, because nothing will have happened by then, but probably the week after. If I feel up for it, I might just do a short little update about the ultrasound to see if the cyst is gone or not. But it's probably going to be kind of calm with the TTC updates for a while, just since we're not going to be doing anything anyway. But I have been rambling on for way too long now, so it's time to end this vlog. So please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily vlogs, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!